Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Earthens Den. So this is going to be a very quick episode. This was just something that was on my heart, so I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video about this. And you guys, this is an unpopular opinion, but if you've experienced this, then you know there's something said about when we are in seasons of strife and it looks like demise, and we are in seasons of hardship, you look around and it seems as though everybody is getting theirs, everybody is blessed, everybody is, and so I was thinking about this and I'm like, I believe that this is where, we start feeling that bitterness, right? Like some people start feeling that bitterness and they start feeling that jealousy. But, I was thinking about this and, energy is fluid. Oftentimes when we are in these seasons, it's for our benefit, and it's the seasons of cultivation and plucking, right? I believe that there's some amazing things that are happening when we are in these seasons, like things are being revealed to us. And it seems as though, when you're in those seasons, you're so tempted to become bitter. And I believe that this is really derived from being around people who actually take pleasure in seeing you be at fault. Now, I think that this is a very unpopular opinion, but there's really something said about it. If you are one who is very generous, right, and you are somebody who, is very helpful, very, you're kind of like the source, right? Oftentimes, like your strong friends and those friends that you can always confide in, they're giving so much that they have so little for themselves. And so I believe that it's these people who kind of feel as though they're behind in the race. And I just wanted to say, when you're in those seasons, have patience. Have patience because there is a lot being revealed to you. There's a lot of things that are being removed in your life. And do not be tempted to become bitter at other people's blessings and other people's happiness, right? And so I kind of wanted to touch on happiness really briefly here. I believe that happiness literally stems from authenticity. I believe that in order to be happy, you need to be real with yourself, and you need to be honest about what it is that you're doing and where you're at. I think that so often we are trying to, in so many ways, like, we're trying to be something that we're not. We're either pretentious or we're trying to perfect who we really are, right? We're trying to be this perfect little person who is just so put together. Or, I was listening to Eric Thomas, and I thought that this was so cool. He was talking about how we spend so much time trying to look like something that we're not, rather than actually trying to obtain what we desire and who we long to be. I thought that was so good because we do that so often, right? Like there's so many people trying to pretend like they have it together, right? And instead of actually getting it together, right? And then this isn't even necessarily have to be in terms of like monetary aspects or materialism, but just like mentally, spiritually. Like I see a lot of things that are trendy, but it's beautiful because we are raising consciousness. So, that's fine. But like, you ever meet some people and they're like, they put on this facade, or they got this persona, like they're super grounded and just super, just like overly self-righteous and spiritual and all of those things. And then you meet them and their spirit is so off and so disruptive. You're like, whoa, who in the heck is this, right? So it's like, instead of trying to be something that you're not, why not actually just be who you are? I think that it's fearful, actually, being somebody who is 100% authentically them. You guys, it takes so much courage to be yourself. I talked about this on my blog when I was doing my blog. I believe I talked about this in my new book, Seasons, which is available on Amazon and at JaylenLeslie.com. I talked about that Like, it takes so much courage to be yourself. I don't think people realize that. Like, you're putting yourself on front line, and you're just naked, and you're all of you. But it's beautiful, because when you actually do find the courage and the bravery to do it, you're bold, you're confident, and you really do radiate that love. And the beautiful side about being yourself and not pretending and not trying to perfect. Like, you ever meet some people who, they are just they may be a little ratchet, right? Like, they may be a little ratchet, and they're trying to just be something that they're not so hard. Now, I'm not saying that we can't change, and that we shouldn't be better, and that we shouldn't strive to be better as individuals. Of course not. Like, that, I'm an advocate for change. But the reality is, like, we got to stop trying to change and perfect and mask who we are fundamentally. Like, who you are fundamentally is just who you are fundamentally. And I've learned, even from my own situations of dealing, like, with self-hate, depression, all of those things, when we actually show up, we then create a space for other people to show up. Now, some people are going to be uncomfortable, but some people are actually going to really stand in a space and hold a space that they're very, like, they're admiring, that you're actually taking the courage to be yourself. So I just wanted to create this quick episode, and the key takeaway is that happiness literally genuine happiness, you guys, it comes from being honest with yourself. And not trying to pretend to be something that you're not trying to perfect who you are, but just literally being you, and showing up for yourself and being courageous. So I hope that inspires somebody to really step into a space of truth. And so, like I told y'all, I got to get me some intros, some outros, because I'm coming in here and I'm leaving y'all with y'all thoughts.